Alright, what is up YouTube? So today's video is actually inspired by an idea that my homie Superfeels, shoutouts to you, mentioned in our recent podcast episode that we just filmed. So definitely be sure to check that out if you haven't already. It's great. But yeah, he mentioned something when we were discussing anime live action, Netflix's Death Note movie specifically, is that when we were talking about the movie, he mentioned that, there really isn't a reason for this movie to exist. And then I thought to myself, like that's a good point. Like you're kind of right, because why watch the Netflix Death Note movie when you can just watch Death Note the anime? Just watch the anime, right? Like why? There is no reason for you to watch the Netflix movie. But what if there was? So then that got me thinking, right? I mean, I've already made a video, called How to Fix the Death Note 2017 movie, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, it just got me thinking of other ways to give, the Netflix Death Note movie a reason or something else to kind of make you watch it, right? And I thought to myself, what if Netflix's Death Note was actually told from Misa's perspective, right? Or should I say Mia in this case? But what if the entire movie, the entire story, was all just based on Mia's life? And maybe didn't even take the whole Light and L, route. Maybe it's all about Mia before she meets Light, right? Because there is some time, that Mia gets the Death Note, and then, well, in this case, I'm gonna say Misa, because in the actual, manga anime, it's Misa. But there is some time that Misa does have the Death Note before she meets Light, right? So, maybe kind of explore that, right? Explore that journey with her and her character, and for those of you guys that don't know, how she gets the Death Note is actually pretty messed up and, kind of interesting. It could kind of make for an interesting story. So, I mean, if they wanted to tell that, that would be kind of cool actually. And to see Misa be the protagonist of, the film, of the story, that would be, honestly, it would be cool, because it would provide more of a reason for people to watch it, right? Because first off, you have the people like me that have seen Death Note the anime and have already read the manga, right? But you have the Death Note fans that have already consumed, the source material, but we've never been exposed to the version of the story where it's told from, Misa's perspective. So that movie, if it was told from her perspective, would give us that reason to want to watch it. And now that, we have never, dived into her mind like that, we've never seen her side of the story, it would just be kind of nice to see that. And it's a reward for the fans who have already seen the source material. It gives us another side of the story while also giving newcomers of the franchise something to look forward to. Because now, if newcomers of Death Note go into this movie, that's told from Misa's perspective, and they're like, oh, this is pretty interesting. This girl, she seems pretty cool. I want to kind of get more into the world of Death Note. It's like, oh, well, you like the movie? Now, check out the anime. If you like this movie, check out the anime, and you've got so much to look forward to. Diving into the actual story and what the franchise is really based off of, the manga, the anime, the real story, right? So it kind of works as like an appetizer for newcomers, as well as, something for longtime fans to be rewarded by getting something, we've never really gotten. I feel like that's something that's really crucial, that should be integrated into the thought process when it comes to adapting these anime live action. Because yeah, I mean, if these anime live action are going to be adapted, they should have a good reason for them to be adapted, not just for the sake of them being adapted, right? And I know that film companies aren't necessarily going to see it that way, but if all it takes is just a simple thought of like, maybe we should do this, and it works out for the best of both worlds, then hell, why not, So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of talk about. I just thought it was a really interesting idea, and I wanted to make a video about it quickly. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.